Honorable Vice Chairman I.T.S Education Group, Sri Appichada sir. Today's eminent guest, Rear Admiral Dr. S. Kulshrestha, Sri Arvind Thakur sir. Dr. Sunil Kumar Pandey, Director I.T.S. Chairperson and MBA Dr. Sanjeev Tandon. Coordinator MCA Professor Smita Kansal. Coordinator MBA Dr. Puneet Kumar, Dr. Gurpreet Kaur, faculty colleagues, staff members and dear students. Good morning. I, Dr. Pooja Dutt, Chairperson MCA Programme, welcome you all in Fusion 2026, the inaugural ceremony of 30th batch of MCA Programme and 25th batch of MBA Programme. I.T.S Education Group was established in 1995 under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chairman and Mentor Dr. Appichada sir and our young and dynamic Vice Chairman Sri Appichada sir. I.T.S Mohan Nagar, Ghaziabad is a prestigious institution accredited by NAC A+ grade and MCA MBA and PGDM program accredited by NBA. The institution is driven by a strong vision to impart quality, value-based education while fostering academic excellence, innovation and holistic development. Today, I.T.S Education Group has expanded its academic footprint across 5 campuses located in Mohan Nagar, Murad Nagar, Greater Noida, comprising 12 institutes offering 17 diverse programs. The group is supported by a highly qualified and dedicated faculty of over 800 members. Through its vibrant academic ecosystem, I.T.S Education Group continues to nurture the aspiration of students, empower them with knowledge, skills, and shape their career to become competent professionals and responsible contributors for the society. Now humbly invite the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to invoke the blessings of Goddess Saraswati by lighting the ceremonial lamp, symbolizing the light of knowledge, wisdom, and enlightenment. May this sacred light inspire us to pursue excellence, uphold our values, and work collectively towards a brighter and better future. Thank you, sir. Before proceeding, may I request everyone present to kindly rise for the national song. Thank you all. Now request Honorable Vice Chairman I.T.S. Education Group Shri I.T.S. sir to formally welcome our eminent guest, Rear Admiral Dr. S. Krishnesa sir, by presenting him a bouquet of flowers, memento, shawl as a token of regard. The Honorable I.T.S. Mohan Nagar, sir. I once again request Honorable Vice Chairman I.T.S. Education Group Shri I.T.S. sir to welcome our eminent guest, Shri Arvind Thakur sir, by presenting him a bouquet of flowers, memento, shawl as a token of regard. Thank you, sir. Today, I am delighted to welcome the 30th batch of MCA and 25th batch of MBA 26-28. I feel proud in sharing that MCA and MBA at I.T.S. Mohan Nagar, Ghaziabad is MBA accredited program and MCA program for extended 4 consecutive cycles. We are ranked number 1 MCA college in Uttar Pradesh state and number 2 top MCA colleges of outstanding excellence in India and number 2 top MCA institutes in northern region by THREC Survey 2026. Our students not only excel academically but also actively participate in external project presentations, competitions and bring laurels to the institute. Our students also actively engage in research activities, presenting their research papers at national and international conferences. Their academic and research excellence has been recognized through cash prizes, awards, certificates of appreciation. With the vision of creating competent IT professionals, the Department of IT is committed to academic excellence and holistic development of our students. We focus not only the domain-specific knowledge but also the developing essential soft skills, communication abilities, leadership qualities, and professional competencies. We strongly believe in the philosophy of learning by doing. Therefore, the university prescribed curriculum is effectively supplemented with value-added modules, continuous industry interactions, IT and management clubs, industry visits, CEO meets, CXO meets, summits, Samagra, Visvik, TEDx talks, and national and international conferences, along with several other experimental learning initiatives. These opportunities enable our students to gain practical exposure, stay abreast of emerging technologies, and develop the confidence and competence required to excel in the corporate world. Now, before inviting our Director I.T.S. Mohan Nagar, Ghaziabad, Dr. Sunil Kumar Pandey sir for his address, I would like to introduce him. Dr. Sunil Kumar Pandey sir, Director I.T.S. Mohan Nagar, Ghaziabad, with over 2.5 decades of experience in industry and academia, a TEDx speaker, have interest in cloud, blockchain, database technology, and soft computing. He is having credited with 12 patents in India and abroad, copyright registered and published more than 70 research papers in Scopus Index journals, conferences, proceedings. I request now, sir, for his address.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja. Respected Vice Chairman, I.T.S. Education Group Shri Arvind sir. Distinguished guests, Dr. S. Krishnesa sir, Shri Arvind Thakur sir, chairpersons of MBA and MCA programs, respected faculty members and dear students. Now today when I stand here, while welcoming this 23rd batch of MBA, which started in 2004, and 30th batch of MCA, which started in 1997, I had that proud privilege to witness all the batches of MCA and MBA passing out from this I.T.S. Mohan Nagar Ghaziabad campus. So I'm the person who has witnessed that journey, starting from 30 students in MCA program, 60 students in MBA program, and with one campus, apart from PGDM program, which is starting towards our first program, started in 1995. Now in last almost 30 years, that I.T.S. for a small institute with around 135 students have grown to 5 campuses, offering programs. You name a vertical, you will find the presence of I.T.S. there. And this consistent presence of over 30 years in almost every stream, it itself speaks the volume of quality, the consistency, what we have been following under the leadership of our honorable chairman, Dr. R.P. Chadasar, and Shri R.P. Chadasar, who is sitting here among ourselves. As a student of MBA and MCA in next 2 years, 20 years back, 22 years back, 30 years back, when the students of MBA and MCA used to join the campus, the expectation from course was different. Expectation of the student from the institute was different. And in the last 22 years for MBA and in the last 30 years for MCA, the things have drastically changed. Earlier, when a student used to take admission in MBA, he was expected to understand the fundamentals of management, study the courses which he or she was expected to study, and then subsequently, once course was over, things used to over. For MCA student used to take admission, and primarily he used to focus on programming. And how strong he or she would be in programming used to determine your future course of action. But now, a student of MBA who is taking admission in MBA course with aspiration to lead the businesses in time to come, he cannot separate himself from technology. Now, management and technology have converged in such a way that differentiating that management and IT is entirely a different story today. Likewise, when a student of MCA takes admission, when he goes for an interview, suppose if I is planning for a job, or even if you want to initiate or start your own venture, it is expected that you understand that communication, you understand the leadership abilities, you understand the business nuances, because ultimately you are going to work for a client. And until you understand what he or she expects from you and what you are expected to do, it will be very difficult to sustain and survive in longer term. So today, my advice would be not only to prepare for a job which you are looking for after completing your 2 years, because the way technology, the way businesses are transforming every day, things are changing on a faster pace. You are probably preparing for a job which might not be existing today. Industry is already penetrating by technology, whether it is AI, blockchain, machine learning, robotics. You name technology and every organization in some or other way using it. And AI, you all know. Now people, those who understand AI, merely understanding AI is not going to serve the purpose. If AI generates something, you have to assess. If it creates something, you have to verify. Means understanding AI is good, but how to use it, how to apply it, and how to find out a fit in your context is going to be more important. So as a student of MBA and MCA, things are changing at a very faster pace. And one who will keep that quest for learning will only survive. If I had joined an organization in 93, I could survive for 10 years on only COBOL programming because I knew COBOL and I could survive on that. Now today, you are working technology. You don't know how long it is going to stay in the next 2 to 3 years. Means you have to learn as per today's requirement, You have to understand the futuristic requirements, and then you have to unlearn what you have learned today to accommodate what is there in store in future and then be a leader. So that next 2 years you are going through, you all will be going through a process which will invite that basic skill of learning, unlearning and relearning, so that with the changing time, you keep yourself relevant, you keep yourself equipped with all basic ingredients that will make sure that not only you join a job or start your own venture, but with the changing time, with a changing shift in businesses, you are relevant. To survive for a longer, to sustain in a challenging environment. I'm sure that in the next 2 years, in classroom, you will be taught to lay down the solid foundation, and outside the class, you will always be working on understanding how those learned concepts and fundamentals can be applied in a real environment, because only that is going to appeal for success. My best wishes is with you all, and I'm sure after 2 years, when again we will be sitting here, we all will be much more confident. We all will be equipped with all basic ingredients and will be starting your career in whatever way you have planned today with flying colors. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your words of wisdom, and we are confident that our newly admitted students will act upon your advice. Thank you so much, sir. Now, before inviting our Honorable Vice Chairman, I.T.S. Education, Shri R.P. Chadha, sir, who is always there to guide and support us, I would like to introduce him. Shri R.P. Chadha, an alumnus of University of Delhi, is a postgraduate in Business Administration, nominee for 4th highest civilian award of the country, Padma Shri, for the year 2022. Shri R.P. Chadha was awarded with the most preferred UG and PG Institute of the year by Bharat Ratna Padma Vibhushan, His Excellency, ex-President Shri Pranab Mukherjee. Now request sir for his address.
Very good morning. Although it's a new set of students here, but I still don't think introduction of R.P. Chadha is required. It's a great honor and pleasure and privilege for I.T.S. to have the guests who have graced the occasion today. On the stage, Dr. S. Kulshestra, Shri Arvind Thakurji, our own director, Dr. Pandey, faculty members, HODs, teachers in front of me, the students. A very good morning to each one of you. Good morning. I've always said I've been on the other side and I exactly know how it feels. 4-5 लोग बैठे हैं, अभी डायरेक्टर ने स्पीच दिया, अब second person, third, fourth, and it goes on and on and on. Trust me when I say this, I have had the privilege to hear from these guests earlier as well. And if you give a good patient listening to them, you would go back with something which would help you in your future. I would be repeating somehow when I say that you've chosen this institution for your future, you've given it a good thought, your parents have put in their hard-earned money to get you to this institution. Whatever it is, it is. You like it, you love it, you don't like it, whatever it is, make sure next 2 years you give it all you have. Follow your dreams. There would be diversions in your life. I was privileged to be part of a book released by our ex-president Mr. Ramnath Kovind few days back. The chief guest was Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi in that program. What he said is something which I really like, and I will repeat his lines. The Honorable Prime Minister said, "Aajkal reels ka bahut jamana chal raha hai." The youth of this country is more or less following what they see, shorts, reels, etc. on Facebook, Instagram. I am sure each one of you, including me, is there on social media today. There has to be a line drawn. You have to have your own thoughts. You have to decide what is right and what is wrong for you. I or Dr. Pandey cannot spoon feed a student, a 20, 21-year-old, what is absolutely right and what is absolutely wrong. Each one of us know that. Just make sure to follow your dreams. I was talking about people on the dais. I cannot end by just talking for a minute about Shri Arvind Thakur. Sir, I really admired you. I've been part of a lot of your addresses. I've had this pleasure and privilege to be in contact with you for a long time. If you can see on the dais, Sir ने जो T-shirt भी पहनी आज, it talks about his personality. On a lighter note, I'm saying that, but there are tiny things, being successful in life, where he's reached, how simple he is, how humble he is. What I have learned from him is what may come. You have to stay positive in life. You have to stay happy in life. एक प्रोग्राम में हमने सर को बुलाया था लास्ट ईयर और 2 years back. I still have that reel, sir, on my phone. हम लोग नॉर्मली फोटोज लेते हैं, वीडियोज लेते हैं. सर ने बोला फोटो वीडियो नहीं करेंगे, थोड़ा डांस करेंगे. You know what I mean? My purpose of telling all this is, even when you reach the peak, this is not joke or this is not something for I'm just making fun of. But what I'm trying to tell you is, even in life, if you face troubles, even if in life you reach the top of the top, you have to stay humble, you have to stay polite, and you have to carry on your life in a way your parents expect you to. You are in safe hands. Dr. Pandey told you that he's been part of all the batches which have passed out. I would add on something which the anchor, the MC, the faculty, Dr. Pooja was saying, but Dr. Pandey cut it short. He has patents in his name. Endless patents. It does not happen every day. I don't know how much of you are aware what it means, what it doesn't mean. But trust me when I say that, you would be led by a phenomenal leader. He would leave no stone unturned with a fabulous team in his hands. Your future is in safe hands if you decide to do what you joined I.T.S for. I.T.S would turn your future, would turn your careers only if you are serious about it. Nothing would happen if it doesn't come from you. Make sure you give it your all in 2 years. And as I said, there would be things which you don't anticipate, but be strong, be positive, and I'm sure you'll have a good future. Thank you for joining I.T.S. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your words, and truly mentioned by sir that we should stay humble and focused. Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. Today we are truly honored to have the gracious presence of our esteemed guest, Rear Admiral Dr. S. Kulshreshtha sir. Before inviting sir for his address, I would like to introduce him. Rear Admiral Dr. S. Kulshreshtha sir, Member Global Counter-Terrorism Council, Executive Committee. He specialized in quality assurance of naval armament and held various key appointments at the Naval Command Headquarters, DRDO, establishment ordnance factories, and finally rose to become the Director General of Naval Armament Inspection at the Integrated Headquarters of the Ministry of Defence. He served the Indian Navy from 1975 till his termination in 2011. He is an alumnus of the prestigious National Defence College, India. He has a doctorate from the School of International Studies at Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. He is an annual PhD guide at the MIT University, Noida. He has been engaged in the study of strategic aspects of the acquisition of emerging technologies in India by both the public and private sectors, with specific relevance to the national security. He contributes regularly to the Defence Journal on maritime issues and defence technology. He is a keynote plenary speaker at national and international conferences. Now request and invite sir for his address.
मंच पर आपने सभी गुरुजनों को प्रणाम और सबका आशीर्वाद. मैं बहुत आभारी हूँ कि आज इतनी भव्य संस्थान में मेरे को आपने आमंत्रित किया और बच्चों के सामने कुछ बोलने का मौका दिया. बच्चों नमस्कार और जय हिंद. आवाज नहीं आ रही? नहीं आ रही? इधर से नहीं आ रही? इधर से नहीं आ रही? जोर से बोलो जय हिंद. जय हिंद. स्कूल अगर आपको पता हो तो राजस्थान का एक सोया हुआ था शहर है जो पहले रेगिस्तान था। आजकल तो बरसात की वजह से वहाँ पे काफी घास वास उग गई है, पेड़ उगते हैं, लेकिन पहले रेत के बवंडर चला करते थे। और जब मैं स्कूल में जाता था तो ये आम बात थी कि किसी दिन सुबह देखा तो आधे स्कूल तक रेत भरी हुई है और फिर क्लास से दूसरी क्लास में होती। तो मैं एक ऐसे शहर में पैदा हुआ था और वहाँ पे बरसात तो शायद मैं जब 4-5 साल का था तो मैंने पहली बार बरसात देखी। और जो अखबार और ऐसी खबरें होती हैं वो सिर्फ बुढ़े लोग ही अखबार पढ़ा करते थे और हमको अखबार तभी मिलते थे जब हमको कागज के हवाई जहाज बनाने पड़ते थे। वहाँ कागज की नाव कोई नहीं बनाता था क्योंकि पानी होता ही नहीं था। हमारे घर के बर्तन भी रेत में साफ किए जाते थे। तो मैं एक ऐसे माहौल से आया हूँ और उसके बाद मैंने भारतीय नौसेना ज्वाइन की। तो ये अपने आप में एक जर्नी है। जब मैं 2 साल का था तो मेरी माताजी एक टब भर के रखती थी पानी का, तो मैं उसमें डूब गया था। और अगर उस दिन मेरी माताजी ने मुझे निकाल के पीटा नहीं होता अच्छी तरह पीठ के ऊपर, तब मैं आज यहाँ आपके सामने खड़ा ही नहीं होता था। अब इस सब के बावजूद भी मैंने नेवी ज्वाइन किया। तो इसमें मैं कहूँगा कर्मा का ही साथ है मेरे साथ। एक बार अक्टूबर 1962 की बात है, जब मैं करीब 9 साल का था, तो ये खबर आई कि चीन के साथ भारत का युद्ध हो रहा है। तो हमको इससे कोई खास फर्क नहीं पड़ता था कि कहाँ युद्ध हो रहा है, चीन ने युद्ध कर दिया। हमारा कार्यक्रम वैसे ही चलता रहा, रेत में खेलना, पत्थरों से सितोलिया खेलना, चिड़ियाओं के पीछे भागना, ये सब नॉर्मल काम चलता रहा। हमें इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा। फिर हमने सुना कि कभी कभी रात में ट्रेनें आती हैं जिनमें शवों के भंडार होते हैं। तो सुन के बड़ा अजीब लगा, हमने तो कोई शव देखा ही नहीं था कभी। तो लेकिन फिर भी वो रात में आती थी, रात में चली जाती थी। तो हमारे त्योहार भी ऐसे ही चलते रहे, स्कूल भी चलता रहा, नॉर्मल लाइफ नॉर्मल चलती रही। फिर एक दिन फरवरी 1963 में मेरे पिताजी ने मुझे कहा कि आज तुम्हारे स्कूल की छुट्टी है, तुम्हें हमारे साथ चलना है और हमको एक ऐसे आदमी के दर्शन करने हैं जिसने देश के लिए बहुत बड़ा काम किया है। तो मेरे तो ज्यादा कुछ समझ में आया नहीं। मैंने कहा स्कूल की छुट्टी है, पिताजी कह रहे हैं तो चले चलते हैं। तो वो मेरे को जब लेके गए तो एक स्टेडियम ग्राउंड था, उसमें एक बहुत फूलों से लदा हुआ ट्रक खड़ा हुआ था और चारों तरफ भारत माता की जय और इस तरह के नारे लग रहे थे। धूल थी, मतलब भीड़ का अंबार था। आसपास जोधपुर के सारे गांव के लोग वहां पे इकट्ठा थे। तो मेरे ज्यादा कुछ समझ में नहीं आया कि किस देश के नेता को या किसको हम ये अर्पित कर रहे हैं श्रद्धांजलि। फिर थोड़ी देर बाद वो ट्रक चल पड़ा और नारद के बीच में वो ट्रक चलता गया। तो मैंने अपने पिताजी से कहा कि मुझे तो कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है। तो उन्होंने मेरे को अपने कंधे पे बिठा लिया। जब उन्होंने कंधे पे बिठाया तो मैंने देखा ट्रक के ऊपर एक शव था जिसको भारतीय झंडे में लपेट के रखा गया था। तो मेरे को बहुत ही क्यूरियोसिटी हुई और तभी जैसे ही वो गेट के बाहर निकला तो नारे लगने लगे, मेजर शैतान सिंह भाटी की जय, मेजर शैतान सिंह की जय, भारत माता की जय। उस समय मुझे ऐसा लगा जैसे कि एक बिजली की लहर मेरे अंदर से चली गई हो। मैं एकदम स्तंभित हो गया और ये वही समय था जब वो तिरंगा मेरे अंदर समा गया, तिरंगा मेरा हो गया। उस दिन के बाद मैंने कभी मुड़ के नहीं सोचा कि ये मैं हाथ में तिरंगा लेके क्यों घूमता हूँ, मैं उसको दिल में लेके घूमता हूँ। वो शव यात्रा मेजर शैतान सिंह भाटी की थी, जिनको परमवीर चक्र मिला था रेजांगला के युद्ध में। शायद आप लोगों ने अभी इतने सालों के बाद बनी पिक्चर भी देखी होगी। फरहान अख्तर ने उसके बारे में पिक्चर बनाई 121। आपको शायद पता नहीं होगा, इसके बारे में आप जरूर पढ़िएगा। रेजांगला में 96 सोल्जर्स थे चार्ली कंपनी में, जिसको शैतान सिंह भाटी लीड कर रहे थे। उस शैतान सिंह भाटी की कंपनी ने 1962 में 1300 चाइनीज सोल्जर्स को खत्म किया था और अनफॉर्चुनेटली 4 महीने बाद तक हमारे दिल्ली में ये खबर नहीं थी कि उनकी कंपनी ने क्या किया। एक सोल्जर को उन्होंने भेजा था नीचे खबर देने के लिए। जब वो नीचे तक आया तो किसी ने उसकी बात पर विश्वास नहीं किया। सबने कहा कि ये पागल हो गया, ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता। फिर जब फरवरी में चरवाहे लोगों ने उनकी लाशें देखी जो उसी पोजीशन में फ्रोजन थे। जिसने गन पकड़ी हुई वो गन पकड़े हुए था, जिसके हाथ में पट्टी थी वो पट्टी पकड़े हुए था। 96 लाशें थी वहां, जो फिर आर्मी ने उनको निकाला और वहां पे 1300 चाइनीज सोल्जर्स की लाशें। तो ये जो चार्ली कंपनी का इतिहास है, ये इतना लोगों को पता भी नहीं था। तो एक ऐसे आदमी की शव यात्रा में मैं पहुंचा और वो मेरा सौभाग्य था। तो ये आप सबको याद करना चाहिए कि जो चार्ली कंपनी है आज तक भारतीय सेना की सबसे शौर्यवान कंपनियों में से एक है। ऐसे थे हमारे भारत के भी उस समय भी, जब टेक्नोलॉजी का नाम नहीं था, जब कैनवस के जूते थे और बर्फ की बर्फीली पहाड़ियां थी। अब आते हैं आज के मेन एड्रेस के ऊपर, जिसका मकसद जो मेरे को पांडे जी ने बताया था कि भारत के बारे में बताऊं मैं। हम आज कहाँ खड़े हैं, हमारा भारत है कहाँ, वेयर आर वी इन द स्कीम ऑफ थिंग्स इन दिस वर्ल्ड। तो उसके बारे में मैं आगे थोड़ी चर्चा करना चाहूंगा। The geopolitical landscape of West Asia, South Asia and East Asia are changing with shifts in power structures, economic adjustments and new governance styles. In this changing environment, India acts as a steadying force, a key manufacturing hub on new trade routes and a significant contributor to global economic growth. In South Asia, political power is shifting from traditional dynasties to youth-led anti-corruption movements that fought for transparency, reform and digital updates. In Nepal, public dissatisfaction led to a youth-driven movement in September 2025. Ending the coalition government of Prime Minister Oli, the March 26 elections gave the Rashtriya Swatantra Party a majority. Prime Minister Balen Shah's government focuses on digital governance with systems such as Government Integrated Office Management System and the Nagrik Act, aiming for a 7% GDP growth through urban development, hydropower and remittances. However, relations with India are complex, owing to the historical border issues from the 1816 Sugauli Treaty and Nepal's balanced stance between India, China and the United States. Bangladesh experienced a similar shift after July 2024 uprising, which led to Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's resignation. An interim government led by Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus conducted financial audits and uncovered over $326 billion in capital flight. After February 2026 elections, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party alliance led by Prime Minister Tariq Rahman took part. Diplomatic tensions with India have arisen from extradition requests for Sheikh Hasina and her statements while in India. Meanwhile, Bangladesh has strengthened its economic ties with China, maintaining a $2.9 billion agreement from March 2025. In Sri Lanka, political stability returned after 22 default. President Kumara Desanaike's election in September 2024 and the National People's Power Coalition success led to a government focused on fiscal reform, anti-corruption and debt restructuring issues. With support from the IMF Extended Fund Facility, Sri Lanka completed a debt negotiations with creditors such as India, China and the Paris Club of members, reducing inflation and stabilizing foreign services. The fall of Bashar al-Assad's government in Syria in December 24 changed West Asian security by disrupting Tehran's supply routes to the Levant. Military clashes involving Israel and United States from 24 and 25 targeted air defense systems and key infrastructure. After Khamenei became supreme leader in 26, Iran reviewed its defense strategy, focusing on developing domestic ballistic missiles and nuclear capabilities while holding diplomatic talks with Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Egypt. Instability near the Black Sea and the Strait of Hormuz continues to affect global energy supply. Simultaneously, global trade is adapting to trade barriers and tariffs between major economies. In response to higher US tariffs in early 25, Chinese exporters have redirected industrial machinery, electronic parts and sub-assemblies through processing hubs in Southeast Asia, Latin America and India. This shift has made India a key manufacturing and assembly hub in the new international supply networks. India's western security situation is complicated by ongoing economic and security issues with Pakistan. Although Pakistan temporarily stabilized its economy with IMF help reducing inflation to 0.3% and increasing foreign reserves to 16 billion, its real GDP growth is slow at 3% compared to a 14% annual debt increase. Consequently, poverty levels are expected to reach 28.8% by February 2026. Security tensions along the Durand line rose after October 25 militant attack in the Aurakazai district, leading to Pakistani airstrikes in Kabul and border issues with Taliban forces. Pakistan claims that Indian intelligence is involved in regional proxy activities because Afghan Foreign Minister Ahmed Khan Muttaqi visited New Delhi in 25. Military tensions along the line of control increased after the militant attack in Pulwama, causing India to suspend Indus Water Treaty. So what it looks like for India? India's long-term plans aims to turn external dependencies into domestic industrial capabilities under the Atmanirbhar Bharat 2047 initiative. Supply disruptions from the Russia-Ukraine conflict have strengthened New Delhi's strategy to achieve technological, military and energy independence by its 100th independence anniversary. The Ukraine conflict revealed weaknesses in global defense supply chains, reducing Russia's military export capacity and disrupting component supplies. Consequently, India's reliance on Russian defense imports has decreased. Data from SIPRI shows that Russia's share of Indian defense imports fell to 40% between 21 and 25, down 70% during 2011 and 2015. We have taken a big hit, but we are coping with it. To meet operational needs, India diversified acquisitions through Western partners, including France, Israel, and United States, while expanding domestic manufacturing capacity. Currently, approximately 65% of India's military equipment is manufactured locally by defense public sector undertakings, private defense companies, and over 16,000 MSMEs. National plans aim to develop specialized technologies such as domestic jet engines, local semiconductor productions, radar, gallium nitride, microelectronics, and advanced space systems. This strategic shift follows the long-term goals to achieve full reliance in key defense technologies by 2032, become one of the top 5 global defense exporters by 2038, and lead in critical niche military technologies between 2045 and 2047. In short term, India imported discounted Russian oil to control inflation. However, the security threats near Black Sea shipping terminals and the Strait of Hormuz highlight the risks of relying on crude oil imports as price spikes above $100 per barrel impact the current account deficit. To ensure long-term energy independence, India is moving towards domestic clean energy production. The country has surpassed its goal of generating 50% of its power from clean sources by expanding its solar, hydraulic, and green hydrogen infrastructure. Nuclear energy is strengthening grid base load capabilities. 10 new nuclear reactors have been activated with plans to increase nuclear power capacity 10-fold by 2047. In the transport sector, which uses 18% of the national energy, policies aim to switch to electric and clean fuel vehicles between 2043 and 2047. This change is expected to reduce transport-related crude oil use by 91% by 2047, saving an estimated $1.9 trillion in foreign currency terms. With macroeconomic indicators which are positive, India faces a complex risk environment with peripheral instability and external economic shocks and regional humanitarian crisis. India faces ongoing security and diplomatic challenges at its borders. China's growing economic ties with neighboring countries such as Bangladesh's $2.9 billion financial deal and BRI projects in Nepal, they create a diplomatic pressure. Security issues along the LOC and India's suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty after Pulwama attack increase the risk of military tensions. Economic struggles in Pakistan, where poverty rates are expected to reach 28% amid political instability, continue to affect cross-border security. International trade shifts have boosted industrial production in India, but have also created dependencies on imported components. Chinese exporters send parts through processing hubs in India and Southeast Asia, making domestic manufacturing vulnerable to supply disruptions in East Asia. Additionally, maritime security risks in the Black Sea and the Strait of Hormuz expose domestic industries to sudden increases in energy import costs. Crude oil prices over $100 per barrel directly threaten India's current account balance and domestic price stability. The ongoing civil conflict in Myanmar and humanitarian challenges in Afghanistan pose cross-border security risks. The displacement of 5.2 million people in Myanmar, along with the unregulated cyber fraud in border areas, creates an ongoing law enforcement and security issues in India's northeastern states. Similarly, the forced return of over 2.5 million Afghan refugees from Pakistan has increased regional humanitarian pressures, necessitating continuous border management and monitoring resources. Macroeconomic changes, industrial relocations, and technological requirements in regional developments offer clear career paths for those pursuing Master of Business Administration and Master of Computer Application degrees. This is what I call the formula of I2SF. So many of you must be wondering why I am giving such a talk. What is in it for me? That is WI2FF. So here comes your part. The shift in international supply chains and growth of domestic defense and energy sectors create a need for business management graduates. As global manufacturers move intermediate components to Indian assembly hubs, MBA specialists in supply chain management, operations, and international trade are required to manage complex logistics, optimize sourcing, and handle international tariffs. With domestic production accounting for 65% of military hardware and over 16,000 MSMEs in defense supply chain, management professionals are required to oversee operations, manage DTSU supply networks, direct vendor programs, and structure private sector investments. Efforts to cut crude oil transport use by 91% and major investment in nuclear, solar, and regional hydroelectric projects create roles for finance MBAs in capital structuring and asset management and TSE project finance. The discovery of $300+ billion capital flight in Bangladesh highlights the need for expertise in financial risk management, international regulatory compliance, and corporate governance in emerging markets. The push for technological self-reliance and national digital transformation creates career opportunities for software specialists and computer application graduates. The development of public software platforms such as Nepal's government integrated office management system shows the demand for MCA graduates skilled in engineering and cloud architecture, secure systems, and scalable mobile e-governance platforms. The national priorities of Made in India semiconductor electronics and domestic jet engines require specialized technical skills. MCA postgraduates with expertise in low-level programming, embedded systems, microchip architecture, and secure software development are crucial for building in-broad networks, highlight the need for strong digital defense systems. MCA graduates specializing in cybersecurity, network defense, cryptographic protocols, and security auditing are essential for safeguarding national financial networks and defense systems. Shifting the national power infrastructure to clean energy grids and expanding electric transport require advanced software frameworks. MCA students trained in artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics, and Internet of Things architectures will be crucial for developing automated grid management systems and smart transport networks. Your generation is at the start of a historical period ready to lead India's move into high-tech, self-reliant global superpower under the Vision 2047. Across South Asia, youth-led movements are changing governance, demanding transparency, and driving digitalization. Young Indians have a unique opportunity to guide national progress. India's fast-changing economic landscape, covering defense manufacturing, semiconductor production, green hydrogen development, and advanced enterprise systems, offers you all a dynamic platform for innovation, leadership, and creation of a world-class domestic solution. With the nation aiming to cut $1.9 trillion in energy import costs, deploy 10 new nuclear reactors, and integrate thousands of MSMEs into national defense networks, your generation is not just joining the workforce. You are taking charge of India's strategic independence for young people in technology, business, and public policy. India's growing economic influence and focus on sustainable innovation promise bright future in which your energy and tech skills will shape the global history. Dhanyavad and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your inspiring and journey and experience with us. Sir, we are blessed and privileged to listen to you today. And mentioning the expectation from newly admitted MCA and MBA students towards the development of country through their various expertise in different domains, including AI, machine learning, networking, cybersecurity, and many more. Thank you so much, sir. It's a privilege and honor for all of us to welcome our distinguished guest, Shri Arvind Thakur sir, today for his address. Before inviting sir, I would like to introduce him. Mr. Arvind Thakur serves on the board of management of NIT University, a leading private university in India, the board of JK Technosoft Limited, a next-gen global software solution company, and is a trustee on the board of NASCOM Foundation, which aims to leverage technology to uplift managerial section of the society. He has been the CEO, Vice Chairman, and Managing Director at NIT Technologies Limited, now renamed as COCO Limited, a global IT solutions organization, which was spun off from NIT Limited in 2004. He led the company since its inception till May 2019 to be amongst top IT service providers from the country.